Yo, what's going on, everybody? You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. Not yet at the studio today. A little bit of a later day as the Knicks don't tip off till 8:45 tonight. So I'll be at the studio in a little bit. Didn't get an opportunity yesterday to talk about these Giannis Antetokounmpo trade rumors to the New York Knicks because I had to waste my day watching the lousy football team that is the New York Giants. But I wanted to hop up on here and give you my thoughts and opinions on this. A lot of you guys have reached out to me, and I just felt like this would be the best way to talk about it. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, though, because no matter where we are, no matter what we're doing, we're going to make sure we get you guys a video as soon as possible, breaking down everything that surrounds this team. So if you love the Knicks and you want free videos every day, hit that big red sub button. Alrighty, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Could he be traded to the New York Knicks? Marc Stein was the one who set this fire off across the association when he said the Knicks were mentioned more often in recent months than the Heat or Warriors as a potential down-the-road trade suitor for Giannis, albeit before their acquisition of Cat. I've heard more than one rival team since the Karl-Anthony Towns trade wonder aloud about whether having a player of Towns' caliber on the roster for a potential future Antetokounmpo offer was among the Knicks' motivation for giving in on their long-held reluctance to include Donte DiVincenzo in a trade and push for the deal's completion when they did. Other people have reported that the New York Knicks are a team to monitor if Giannis does force his way out. There's been some things going on saying that Giannis may want out of Milwaukee. He said if they don't turn around this year, maybe they could look to trade him. There's been a lot of stuff about Giannis coming out recently about his future with the Milwaukee Bucks. And according to Marc Stein, rival executives across the league are still penciling in the New York Knicks as a trade destination. The only way I see this happening is if, one, I don't believe that this will happen. Two, you would have to include Karl-Anthony Towns. So before I give you any more thoughts and any more information on this, my question is simple. Should the New York Knicks trade Karl-Anthony Towns for Giannis Antetokounmpo? Type T for trade, type P for pass. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Look, I'll play the game. I don't believe that Giannis is being traded. I believe Giannis is going to be a part of the Milwaukee Bucks for his entire career. Things can change, though. We've seen things change very quickly in the NBA. I didn't think the Knicks would trade Donte DiVincenzo. They did. So save this video if you want and you want to pull out old takes exposed. I don't think he's going to be traded. And Stephen Bondy, who covers the New York Knicks now for the New York Post, has been doing it for quite some time, said, as a result of these Giannis Antetokounmpo rumors, a source deemed it very unlikely the New York Knicks can find a way to deal for Giannis. And I also do think that it is very unlikely. The only way it would happen is if Cat is there. But I'll play the game. Yes, I would trade Karl-Anthony Towns for Giannis Antetokounmpo. I love everything Cat has brought to the Knicks. But I can also be honest, and I believe Giannis Antetokounmpo is a top 5 player in the league. I think he has the skills to be the best player on any single given night. He's an NBA champion. He scored 50 points in a closeout game in the NBA Finals. And a 1-2 punch of Jalen Brunson and Giannis Antetokounmpo, in my opinion, would be the best 1-2 punch in the NBA and the best 1-2 punch in New York Knicks last 30 years. I didn't get to see the glory days, so I'm not going to go too far. But yes, I would trade Karl-Anthony Towns for Giannis. Is it going to happen? No. I just don't see it happening. But yes, I would do it. And I'm thrilled that Cat is a Knick. I love the way he's played here. I think he opens up this offense. All the reasons we talked about for so long as to why he's a player the Knicks are pursuing are being shown on the court as to why they made that trade. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think that the Bucks are going to trade Giannis. And I don't think the Knicks would. I can't say that. Because I do think if Giannis is available, the Knicks will go out and try to make it happen. There is no doubt about that. I do believe that to my core, that if Giannis does become available, which I do not think he is, which I do not think he will be, and which I do not think he will request a trade, but if he does, the New York Knicks should absolutely call and they should absolutely do everything they can to land him. Bonnie also writes, as the basketball world anticipates Giannis Antetokounmpo becoming disgruntled with the disaster in Milwaukee, Insider Marc Stein reported Sunday that the Knicks are among 4 teams who most likely to credibly push for the Greek Freak, joining 3 more well-known contenders, the Heat, Nets, and Warriors. Okay, we're living in a fantasy land, I think, talking about this, but man, yes, I would do it. Could you find a way to trade for Giannis and keep Cat, and then you have a big 3 of Brunson, Cat, and Giannis? I don't know. If I'm the Bucks and I have had to come to the grip of understanding that Giannis needs to be traded, Giannis wants to be traded, we have to trade Giannis, I'm not trading him for players. I am trading him for a boatload of picks. I am smashing that reset button because, in my opinion, there is no trade that the Milwaukee Bucks can get back that is a player-focused trade that would be of equal value. So if I'm trading Giannis, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to maximize the picks I can get. And the New York Knicks, they've kind of already traded their picks. They traded 5 of them to the Brooklyn Nets. They traded another first-round pick to the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they only have 1 tradable first-round pick at this moment. Do I really want to trade Karl Anthony Towns? Or if I'm the Bucks, do I really want to trade Giannis for Cat and a pick? No. If I'm the Bucks, I'm looking at the Oklahoma City Thunder. I want every pick you own that is yours. I want every pick that is left over from that SGA and PG trade, and I want all the picks that you own from other teams. That's what I would do if I was the Bucks. Do I think Giannis gets traded? No. Do I think the Knicks would trade for Giannis? Yes. How did the Knicks trade for Giannis? I think it is Karl Anthony Towns. Do I think it is going to happen? No. But there's been a lot of people that reached out saying, Marsh, is it going to happen? Maybe. I'm not going to rule on anything because I didn't think at one point that there was any chance that the Knicks would trade for Mikal Bridges. And I didn't think there was any point really that maybe at one point they were going to trade for Cat. And there was at one point I didn't think they would trade Randall. And I thought there was no way that Jalen Brunson would take a $113 million discount. I have come to the realization to never rule out anything with the New York Knicks. But I don't believe that this one has that big of a chance of happening. But man, if it did, a 1-2 punch of Brunson and Giannis, I think you're the favorites in the East, and you're the favorites in the East for quite some time. And I believe that they could put up a banner or 2. But I do believe that the Knicks have a team right now that could do that same thing. It's a fun conversation. It's interesting. It's intriguing. We'll see if it happens. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and join us Monday night as we go live for Knicks Rockets Watch Party on YouTube. Best place, subscribe, and we'll see you later.